gonna see that I don't have the prettiest equipment, and none of it's brand new anymore. I stopped buying new equipment a while ago on purpose because I realized that it wasn't as important to invest into brand new equipment every year as it was to invest in my people. I may not have the best of equipment, guys, but I have the best people. I love my crew. They are flipping phenomenal. That they can go out to a job and I don't even have to be there, period. They just take it over. And in fact, part of this video, I wasn't even in town. I wasn't even in the same state when it was filmed. They're getting to the point where not only can they do the jobs, they can shoot the videos for me so that I can be out doing what I gotta do to continue to grow the business. So when you guys are looking at expanding your business and you're thinking about what's the next thing that I need to invest in, the answer to that is people. The absolute most important thing you guys can invest in is not a brand new piece of equipment. It's in an amazing individual that can run the job, even in equipment that may not be the best looking. You're going to see that today, and you're gonna meet some of my guys, and we're gonna go out to a couple projects. So let's get going. On this job site, guys, I'd like to introduce you to two key people in my company, Tim and Xander. Xander's a new guy, but that doesn't mean he's not a key person inside the organization. Xander's the one holding the camera right now, and he's a homeschooler that I've been working with since last December. So he's been here about a year, and I'll tell you straight up, that kid is phenomenal. What a go-getter and an awesome person all the way around. Now the person that you see in that excavator, that's Tim. I wouldn't run anything without Tim. In fact, Tim has been with me 20 plus years. He's put more hours in an excavator and done more scary things inside of one of those machines than anybody else I've ever met in my entire life. And Tim also has a knack for knowing the technical details and the breakdown of a job. In all of the decades that I've worked with Tim, he's never had one single customer complaint. Not one. To me, that tells me that I don't need to manage Tim. I just need to leave him alone. And some of you may be curious why we're using a boulder and telling me that I should be using a jackhammer. Well, we have used jackhammers on concrete swimming pools, but found that the vibration in the soil can cause structural damages to the houses adjacent to the swimming pool. So a boulder is faster, easier, less damage. So really the next question is how do you find people like Tim and Xander? Well, Tim and Xander are everywhere. You actually got to build a Tim and a Xander. And what I basically mean is you find a person that has the basic characteristics that you would love to see out operating on your job site. They don't have to have the skills. They may not have the technical knowledge when they come into your organization. That's your job to teach them. What you need to find is the kind of character that you think would make for a good project leader or a good foreman or a good addition to your company in whatever role that you're looking at filling. And once you find that in an individual, then your investment begins. And that investment is an investment of your time, your money. You then train them the way that you want them to operate, the way you want to leave your project in the hands of someone else. It's a lot of trust, but it's not a one-way trust, it's a two-way trust. You've got to find someone that's worthy of getting that trust from you, but is also willing to go the extra distance to show that they deserve it. So now one of the next challenges that a lot of guys face is, well, what if I invest all this time, energy, and effort into training these individuals and then they leave? Well, that's because you didn't put enough time, energy, and effort into making them stick around. The very first thing you need to do is look at their track record. Before you invest in that person, do they have a track record of jumping from one job to the next job to the next job? Because if they do, then you're probably just going to be another job on that list that they hop from one to the next to the next. But if they've been at a different organization for years on end, there's a very good chance that if they find the right place, they're probably going to stay with you for years on end. When you find that person, then you know that that kind of passes the first test, now I'm air quoting, of the kind of individual that you want to invest in, that you want to train, that you want to become part of your team. But that's only the very first test. There's actually more to it than that. So now you've found a guy that has great character. He seems to be one of those kind of guys that could stick around, but you still have some doubts and reservations because you know that it takes a long time to really get a guy to the point where you can let them go. How do you assure yourself and assure that the guy you're willing to train is willing to stick around for the long haul? Well, it's a big word that applies to a small business, and that's corporate culture. And basically what that means is you want to create your business to feel like home to them. And now there's a few things we need to dispel, and that's money. Money is not the root of, well, the basis to keep people around. Money is not the thing that keeps them coming back day after day after day. In fact, a lot of guys don't know how to manage money. In fact, a lot of guys would rather do anything but try to manage money. In fact, right now as you watch this video, you can probably name off at least one or two people you know of that probably wish money didn't exist at all because they're that bad with it. So what good does giving them a raise do? It doesn't do any good. But there is a way to keep that guy sticking around.
Tim, can I stand on the tractor and drop it?
Sure. Be careful. Hold on a second.
To keep those guys sticking around, it's three little words: trust, respect, and a feeling of importance. Here's one for you ladies out there that happen to watch my channel, all 5 of you. If you want to make your man do anything you want, make him feel important. That's what most guys crave, is to feel like they are important, and it's no different inside of a business or an organization. To feel important boils down to giving them trust and respecting them. Respect their opinions, respect their ideas, foster it. You don't have to always agree with it, but you've got to at least be that open ear, willing to listen to them and willing to attempt their ideas and help them grow through them. Because if you just shoot down a guy on job after job, he's going to shut up, and he's going to become just a body at work. He's not going to become a body and a brain at work. He's going to leave one of those at home because you shot down his ideas. So he's going to shoot down his brain or shut down his brain and leave that at home, and he's going to come into work and just go through the motions. That's the last thing anybody needs, is somebody going through the motions. You and I both know we would rather have thinkers than just an empty body trying to complete a project, because especially what we do in the world of construction and landscaping, we need guys that can put their input in and come up with solutions to problems. You know, we started this video out talking about the importance of investing and whether it's important to invest in people or it's important to invest in equipment. You need equipment to get the job done, but even old equipment, like you've seen in this video today, still gets the job done. But even a brand new piece of equipment with somebody that could care less isn't as good as an old piece of equipment with somebody that's cautious. The absolute most important thing, and I want to stress this so much to you guys, is to invest into amazing people. And that starts with you. You've got to lead the way. You've got to lead by example. And this is where it gets even tougher. You can see where being an amazing boss will help you get amazing people. But if you're a crappy boss, don't expect to have amazing people, because you're going to get out of them what you put into them or what you give to them. Give to them an example that they can live up to, and they're going to do their absolute best to become everything that you need to help you run your business. Everything that happens inside of your business, if you're the leader or the owner of an organization, good, bad, or in between, is 100% your fault. When you can start to relate that shared responsibility, even if one of your guys screws up totally, but if you're willing to share the responsibility where you can say, look, I realize that this accident happened, but maybe it's because I didn't train you right. Maybe it's because we didn't invest into making sure that you had the right blah, blah, blah. I don't care what it is. Instead of pointing the finger at an individual and blaming them, alienating them, and making them feel isolated, you've now made them feel like they are part of the team. You've now made them feel like they are equally invested into your business as you are. Do you see where this is a complete shift in the mind frame? This is how you get the world's best people to come work for you, even when you don't have the world's best equipment. I don't need the world's best equipment because I've got the world's best people. That's all I want. That's all I want from you. Before you go out and buy that new skid loader, before you go out and buy that new excavator or invest money into new equipment, new technology, analyze, do you have enough invested into the people that actually run it for you? Because that's where your long-term marathon key to success lies. It doesn't lie in the equipment, it lies in your people. I hope this video's helped you guys out. Let me know what you think of it in the comments down below, because I try to do a job site, try to do some education, try to do some things that I think maybe you guys would like and appreciate. But I need to hear from you guys. Did I hit the nail on the head, or did I miss the ball entirely, or miss the net entirely? You guys tell me. All I want is the very best for each and every single one of you guys. God bless you guys. Go get them. Make your job super awesome.